Toronto's too hot real estate market could be killing some of the businesses in one of the coolest neighborhoods in the world. I'm Cristina Howorun on West Queen West, where business owners say that rising property values have led to rising property tax assessments. And they're sounding an alarm that we've heard in other places like the Yonge Street BIA, that they're saying small businesses and storefronts are being pushed out of the core.
Our assessments have gone up about 47% prior to the last time. And what that means is a lot of businesses here are small, two-man shops, work 7 days a week. They make a certain amount of income, and that's not really increasing. And all of a sudden, they get an assessment that makes the building increase from $4,900 per month per tax to $9,000. That actually happened to a member.
It didn't happen to Chris Rempton, but the property taxes for the building that he has his buildings in have doubled over the past 5 years. And with a lease that's ready to expire, he knows he'll be served a major rent increase. He owns Nunu and Buna, an Ethiopian restaurant and an Ethiopian cafe, and he's worried he won't be able to keep pouring his special brews if assessments continue to climb.
That's our major cost. And it's, it's unceasing. There's nothing much you can do about it, whether people are coming in or not.
MPAC, the provincial organization that assesses properties for tax purposes, ties a commercial building's value to what similar properties have sold for. So Buna, for example, could be assessed as if it's a multinational bank next door and not a local cafe. It's the same type of valuation that prompted the provincial government to appeal assessments on over a dozen government buildings in Toronto, essentially appealing its own agency's work.
I worry about it. Well, first of all, there's a complete disconnect between real estate values, which clearly are related to speculation, and it has nothing to do really with the state of the economy and the revenues you can generate from a small business. I think it's having its slow toll. It's a death of 1,000 cuts.
The BIA is asking the province to re-examine the way it determines property taxes, but the province says it's already given the city the tools it needs to help stores shoulder extra costs. In a statement, a spokesperson for Finance Minister Charles Sousa writes, the province has made several tax policy tools available to the City of Toronto to further mitigate the impact of assessment changes. These include the option to apply graduated tax rates, the ability to pass a motion to ask for us to create additional property tax classes, and the ability to reinstate a property tax capping program. Chris says politicians have serious questions to ponder about the future of not only this neighborhood, but the city.
We really have to ask, what kind of city do we want? Do we want a city that just banks and dental offices and Apple stores and cell phone retailers, or do we want small, dynamic, interesting, funky businesses to work?
Now, business owners, much like residential property owners, can appeal their assessments, but they must pay their taxes while the assessment goes through the system. We repeatedly asked MPAC how many Toronto businesses have appealed their assessments. They have not responded. Now, this story was brought to us by a City News viewer like you. If you've seen news in the making, or if there's something you'd like us to investigate, here's all the different ways you can reach us.